Hello, live from River West Radio. It is what it is. I'm Carol Hale, and with me today is Ruth Weil, who is a central person in the this area and the coming Center Street Day. And so I'm going to let Ruth tell us about her role with the Center Street and the festival and how she came to be part of all this. So Ruth, you tell us.
Thank you for having me on the show. So, I used to manage Central Cafe when they first opened in 2009 through the end of 2014. And in that, I started the River West Business Association with Peg, and we kind of took over Center Street Days Festival. It had been running since the 90s as a block party. So the year before that, I applied for the job to be the coordinator, and I've been doing it since 2008. So like I said, I managed Central Cafe, and then in 2015, I moved over to Riverworks Development Corporation and have been doing community development work for the last decade with them. So the festival has really morphed into a very large event, 5 blocks, 100 plus vendors, probably 20 different food vendors, 5 stages, all kinds of fun activities, a classic car show, a mannequin dressing contest, and of course the art cart race, which is at noon on Bremen. And we average about 10 carts every year. It's fun, it's quirky, they're human powered. So I hope people are thinking about their designs and building them now.
And Mark Lawson, was he the one who initiated the
I do
cart thing?
believe that the Jazz Gallery of the River West Artists Association kind of got that going a long, long time ago. So we've carried the tradition on. So I want to say, I think way back when Uptowner had a block party, and then Jazz Gallery had the cart race, and somehow eventually they combined together to become Center Street Days. But it never was all 5 blocks until probably about 15 years ago. And now it's from Humboldt to Holton. Saturday, August 16th, 11 to 7. It's a lot of fun.
Yes, it is. It is. And here at River West Radio, I think they're going to have something outside here.
They will have the
do.
radio. Yep, there'll be panel discussions outside. I hear there's going to be some delicious crepes. There'll be all kinds of fun activities on this block, on the 800 block. But like I said, 100 vendors, so you can buy clothing and jewelry and tacos and crepes and listen to all kinds of music from rock to screamo to reggae to all kinds of stuff, like all kinds of music, all kinds of vendors, all kinds of food. There'll be some art projects. I think Jazz Gallery's having a rummage sale. For Martha's having a mannequin dressing contest. Unique classic car show. They come up around 1:30 after the cart race, and there's anywhere between like 7 to 20 different cars. That's always a hit. People love that.
Oh, yeah.
So it'll be fun.
Hey, so Ruth, organizing the festival, that's a big part of things, for you here. But what other things do you do now?
So Riverworks, I'm the community development manager. So I oversee the neighborhood department, and some of the things that my department does is run the River West Farmers Market, which is Pearson Center. We do music on the beer line and the beer line shuffle because we oversee the beer line trail from Bremen and Burleigh to Capitol Drive. We have the Friends of the Beer Line. They do all kinds of like pollinator work and invasive species removal and other programming. We what else do we do? We oversee the Harambe Neighborhood Improvement District, and that is a NID, and that is a small tax assessment on properties, like $50 a unit, goes into a pool, and then people apply for home repair grants. We are part of the RON Coalition, which stands for Reclaiming Our Neighborhood. And so we do housing surveys to look at exterior conditions of the homes in Harambe. And then we try to help get resources to residents, to property owners, mainly owner-occupied property owners. What else do we do? I mean, that's what my department does. Riverworks also has a financial clinic. So we do credit counseling, budget repair. We're a VITA tax site, so we prep taxes. And we also have Riverworks Cleans, and that is a for-profit enterprise workforce development program. So we help people with barriers to employment get jobs with us, and then they pick up illegal dumping on city vacant lots. We have a contract with the city. And we also clean like business improvement districts and stuff like that. Those guys will be out at Center Street days. They're my garbage crew, because the garbage at a festival is an undertaking and a half. Yeah. And we also are a nonprofit real estate development. So we built in 2012. We finished our affordable housing complex, the Riverworks Lofts, which is just on like Holton and Townsend. We did the whole, like where our office is on Holton and Concordia, where the clinic is. We redid that. Where Family Dollar is, that's all our property. And then the most recent property that people are probably familiar with is the Connector Building, which is where Kumba Juice and Coffee is on Richards and Keefe. So that's kind of like the summary of what Riverworks does.
Oh, it's a lot of
it's a lot. It's a typical community development corporation, though. So that's, we do events. We help residents with resources. Our mission is to connect residents and small businesses to resources.
You know, and with residents and resources, I understand with the cuts that the Trump administration has been doing, the weatherization is another thing that's being, it's essentially, been greatly reduced. And so I don't know, people trying to get their houses more secure for bad weather and for the weather. Is there anything with the association that is possible to help those people now that program is?
So we don't provide grants. We can work with other people. The only, Riverworks is also a nonprofit. So we connect people with other resources through a variety of programs. So we're feeling the cuts as much as everybody else is. So I do feel like in September there might be some weatherization, but it literally, with the way politics is working right now and the way Washington is going, it's up and down. So what I answered today might not be realistic in a month. So I don't even think I can answer that question accurately, if you know what I mean.
Right.
But there are resources. I mean, at the local level, what we do is we have a geography for the NID. People pay $50, all property owners, so that doesn't matter about what the feds are doing, because
how often do they do that?
It's once a year. Like the $50 is annual, and then it goes into that pool. So, maybe grant monies, it's a max of 10 grand. Most of the people are fixing their roofs. Most roofs are more than 10 grand. So a lot of times we have to find other resources for them. Like Habitat for Humanity has a critical home repair program, for example, and then or they pay the difference, the individual homeowner. And then, so on average, 10 to 15, homeowners will get a grant a year, depending on what the needs are.
Hey, so how long have you been lived in the River West area?
28 years, I think.
Hey, and you have a child. You have
I
a
do.
a son
I
or a
have. I'm
daughter?
sure.
What?
Brad is 16.
Ah.
He is that kid that you see getting taller every minute. He hoops when at River West Elementary when it's open. You've probably bought a sticker or a magnet from him because he sells at the market. He's been hustling on these streets, his stickers and magnets
I have
for
stickers, and I didn't
a
realize
few
that.
years now. There's up at the Daily Bird right now. I think there's some at Truly Spoken and at Sense. So he's
He's a go-getter.
he is a go-getter for sure.
How tall is he now?
Like 6'1",
And still going.
probably. Yep.
16.
And he eats a lot.
16. Oh. Ooh.
So yeah, he's born and raised on Booth Street. So this has been his home since the beginning of his life.
Where does he go to school?
Golda Meir.
Ah. She was instrumental. We would do just a second here about, Israel. Having
I'm
that
very familiar.
established. Yes, I used to think highly of her, but not anymore since that, quite honestly. But for you, what do you do for fun around? What do you?
What do I do for fun?
What do you do for fun?
I like going to movies. I like live music. I go to the theater. I like to travel. I mean, when I travel, obviously, I'm not in River West. Art showings. Like this weekend, Kumba has an event. Find Your Kumba with Girls Rock and another organization, and then I'm going to another neighbor in the Soberfest is down at downtown. And what else?
Hey, I just want to mention here, with art exhibits and such, there is a really fine exhibit at the Haggerty Museum. There is a remarkable Roy Staub. He does. I don't know how to explain what he does. He does wonderful, intricate, geometric wood. Like he'll bend willow or whatever. It's so hard to explain his work for me.
You just got to see it, huh?
You have to see it, but there is, info about it online.
Okay.
It's worth seeing. It ends. Saturday is the last day.
Yeah, that's a bummer.
Yeah, it's close. But anybody has the chance to go over there. It's worth.
Good to know.
Seeing. Yeah,
Good
yeah.
to know.
So, hey, Milwaukee, and particularly for me in my experiences, the arts and the live. I mean, we've got a very vibrant art community here.
It's small and powerful.
It is, and orally, the Poets Monday. I do enjoy that sometimes, and
Mario's a good friend.
oh, really? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, hey. So that's something that's been going on for years.
Yeah, long time
Yeah.
at Lindemans.
Do you do any? Do you do any?
Do I do spoken word? I do not. I support spoken word artists at events if I can hire them. That's how I participate because I run a lot of events. Sometimes we need performers. So I've worked with KJ and Mario and Sue Blaustein. So I've Britt, Nicole over the years have Dasha Kelly worked with them one way or another with some of the community work that I've participated in or managed.
Mm-hmm.
But I do not. My spoken word is, I've never tried, but that's
Oh, hey.
probably not my thing.
Well, I think I really do think if you ever, were so inclined to give it a go, you'd be very good.
Oh, well, thank you.
Yeah, you would. You would. And when the Center Street Festival is over, and that's a pretty time-consuming thing for you right now, I would
For
guess.
sure.
Yeah. So, what will you be doing? do you think concentrating on after
We have
that?
music on the beer line. So Friday, the night before Center Street Days, Love, Peace, and Soul is playing at the Beer Line Plaza on August 15th. De La Buena's playing September 19th.
really?
One of the, fan favorite, both of them.
Yeah.
We have something called the Beer Line Shuffle October 4th, and that's like a community walk on the Beer Line Trail. We also, the farmers market goes through the end of October, and then we get ready for the winter markets and the 53212 marketplace, which is a holiday gift market. And I help with grants. I don't write the grants, but I help gather information. And like I said, I manage staff, so there's always something to do.
You manage staff?
Yes. hmm So there you go. Humans are involved.
Human. Hey, and for booking entertainment, do you do?
I did that this year. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I mean, I'm lucky that I know a lot of the bands. When you're out there in the world doing events and festivals, or you have cool friends, you
Yeah.
wind up being friends with a lot of people in bands. That helps.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. So when you do this work for after a while, people are your friends. So it's pretty cool.
And actually, you've done you've had a program or something you've done
A
work
while
here
ago.
here at River West Radio, and so you had your own show.
Yeah, it was on Mondays. If I'm remembering, it was kind of during the COVID-y time, and I would bring guests and interview them about stuff just like you're doing. And I don't remember what it was called. It was probably just called Ruth Weil because I wasn't that creative, or community something or other. But yeah, I brought urban planners. I brought a lot of my colleagues from Riverworks. We talked about all the different programs. It was a few years ago. Now I just like moonlight as a guest. Like during River West 24, I was here,
Uh-huh.
or sometimes people ask me to come on and talk about something specific.
How many? Do you have any idea how many participants there were in the River West 24?
Well, I know there were 1,700 registered riders,
Woo!
but not everybody that was out participating was registered.
Mm-hmm.
So it's hard to say.
And so and what fee? They pay a fee to register, don't
It's
they?
not much.
No.
No, I don't remember. It used to be $24 forever. It might be more. It might still be $24. I don't know.
So but I know it benefits somebody or some
They
organization. or
have
something.
donated. I'm not an organizer of the 24,
Uh-huh.
so that is one of the events that I try to enjoy as a spectator
Mm-hmm.
or help. But I'm not an organizer, so I'm not the responsible one. So I don't know all the intricate details. I do. This year, Checkpoint 1 was at the Beer Line Plaza for the first time ever, so I was a little bit more involved this year than I have been in the past.
And with the beer line, or the plans to have the River Trail Commons, on
On
Humboldt.
Mhm.
How is that going? Do you know?
Well, I mean, I know from what I see. So I'm
Mhm.
guessing they're in the fundraising phase and they made enough money to do the demolition and it's flat now. So my guess is they're in the fundraising stage to start building, but I honestly don't 100% know where they're at.
Hey, and actually, I have put some, a little small amount of money in because I think that could be something that, in a couple of years, few years, I am gearing up to. I can't be going back and forth to Puerto Rico every year. It's like moving twice a year. And
Sure,
I've said
I
before,
imagine that's
you
a lot.
you never catch up. I'm behind in absolutely
Mm-hmm.
everything. But if that place is ready in a couple of years, I would like to have a place to come to during the summer.
Sure.
And the River West is. I used to live on Chambers Street, in the bottom,
Okay.
across from the
From the park?
yeah.
In the one co-op?
Yeah, we're
Okay.
in the co-op down there, and so before it became a co-op,
Ah.
and
So you know Nola then, don't you?
oh yes, I know.
You should
Noah.
ask Nola. She's the
Well,
one to ask about
I
that.
have. I tell you, I have tried to ask Nola.
Yeah.
I haven't had any well, I won't get into this, but I haven't had any response. I and talked with Steve. In fact, I had invited that they would be on
Come
the
on
show.
the show?
Yeah, but no response. So,
Well, they might be busy.
well, I'm sure they are, but we are all busy.
We are.
We
That
are
is for
all
sure.
busy. But I would like to know what's happening with that place. I'm very aware.
Well,
of the
it's moving
construction.
forward,
Yeah,
but
I see
don't
that.
know the timelines.
Uh-huh. But yeah, so River West, God, forever. And the tracks, I used to go there when, Pete Wilberson had, in the early days, and it was called, I think, the Red Lantern, was the name of it. But this past Sunday, they had a life celebration for a dear person, longtime friends, in late 60s. Hank Lipsky was his name. And his daughters went to Fratney Street School. He was born, here in River West. And we had that life celebration at the tracks. And with that, if there's anybody listening who was there, I know some people were there, and I hope that I don't have any pictures of that. I would love to have pictures of that because, I am a Universal Life Church minister. So I was official, and I was wearing my shawl and everything, my ministerial shawl. And so I would like to have a picture or something of that event. If anybody is listening who'd been at Hank's life celebration, I would love to have something with that. So, but hey, after this show, down the line in maybe in September, we could have you'd be on again.
Sure.
And we could talk about a summary of, kind of like how things have been going, the festivals, etc. And
There's always a lot to talk about.
oh yes, there is. And sometimes here with this show, sometimes I end up sooner than or I think I am getting a little bit better about judging the time and pacing myself.
Okay.
But I've got a long way to go on this. and Pierre, he has put a clock here. I can see it. He puts it here special for that I can see.
I'm sure you're not the only radio host that needs the clock.
They have a clock
I mean, there are
up.
clocks everywhere for a reason.
Yeah, but so the only they didn't used to have this one here.
Ah,
Just looking up, and that's a distraction to have to look up to see.
sure.
And here on the screen, I don't see.
I'm looking at this old-fashioned clock that's behind you. It's not digital. It's like got hands and stuff. The kind of clock that
Oh,
the
yes.
younger kids
See?
don't know how to read.
That's true, isn't that kind of
It's fascinating.
spooky? Well, it is fascinating, but it's kind of scary, really.
I mean,
think.
It's scary because that's how we grew up. If they don't make clocks like that anymore and everything is digital for the rest of our lives, then I guess it's a skill that maybe they won't need anymore. I mean, it's scary because it teaches you about how the hour is every 15 minutes, whatever. But I feel like things are ever evolving. And I mean, being a mom of a teenager, I have to keep up with whatever's new because otherwise I'm in the dust. I'm kind of in the middle. I'm Generation X. So I was young enough to be hip to the internet and social media. I use it constantly for work and whatever. But I'm old enough to remember not having the internet and not having cell phones. So, yeah, it's a fascinating age to be in, I think.
Well, I am glad, I'm an elderly person here, and I am so glad to have been in this world at a time when things were still less complicated and when the environment was more, we've
I mean,
done
the
it.
environment's taken a.
Oh,
It definitely is taking a hit, but I don't know if things were less complicated or more complicated. I just think we have technology to tell us all about it.
yeah,
I mean, it was less complicated in the sense of there was no internet, no social media to remind us of things every 5 seconds. You just had it in your head or you forgot about it, and that was the end of it.
mm-hmm.
So I guess in that regard, things were less complicated, but it's a tool. It's just how you use it. All this technology, whether it's AI or Instagram or whatever,
Yeah.
they're all tools to hopefully not be abused and used and only to be used effectively. But humans, we tend to be human-like. So we'll see.
Wonder what it is about human that we are so destructive.
We're
I
destructive, but
wonder.
we're also constructive.
Well,
I mean, we're
don't
both.
know.
Certain humans are more destructive than others, I would say.
So warlike. I don't understand.
There's
how
always
it
been
is.
war.
Yes, that's true.
I honestly think right now we're going through a rough patch here on planet Earth and in the country and even in the city, but there's always been violence and war, but we weren't told about it. We didn't know it was happening.
Right.
I mean, I think that's unfortunate part of human nature.
Well, I hopefully when your son is 30 whatever, hopefully God help us all that the world has become a more
A
peaceful,
calmer place.
a
Yeah,
calmer
we'll see.
place.
Or you can just live. You can live in a bubble, not pay
Oh.
attention.
Yeah.
I'm being tongue in cheek.
Well,
I don't think
I
people
kinda
should live
do.
in bubbles.
Well, no, I don't have a TV. I haven't had one for many years, but I have stopped listening to the radio. I have tuned out. I still read the paper, and naturally, I have my phone, and get all
Yeah,
the
you don't need any of that
updates.
if you have
Yeah.
your phone.
Well,
Honestly,
oh,
you can do everything that you just said you don't have. You can
Right,
do
yeah.
on that phone.
I know.
I mean, you can watch TV on the phone. You can listen to the radio on the phone. I'm sure somebody somewhere's listening to us through their phone. I mean, you can literally. I read my news on my phone every morning. Like I
Ah,
You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
Because I read my news mostly. So that's my morning. Coffee and reading after I walk the dog, of course.
Ah.
Because that's the top priority
well,
for him, at least.
Dog. What kind of dog you have?
He's a silky terrier. 15 pounds of pure craziness.
1
He's
minute.
cute, though.
We have. Hey, well, Ruth, I look forward to the Center Street Festival and other doings here in River West, and I certainly do appreciate your contribution to this neighborhood because you have been significant. You are significant.
Well, thank
And
you.
so I look forward to having you back here with us on, later on, September sometime, maybe later.
Yeah,
in
and
September.
I hope I see everyone at Center Street Days on Saturday, August 16th, and Music on the Beer Line on August 15th.
Okie dokie. Hey, well, everybody, thank you for listening, and I love you. Okay.
All right. Good job.
Hey, well,
Awesome.
I think we did